There's a frustrating reality for so many people over 60, and you follow the advice, you take the popular supplements, maybe even magnesium, but you still wake up feeling stiff and sore for days. For years, my research focused on a single question: why does recovery slow down so dramatically? The answer, I discovered, isn't another complicated routine. It's a truth so simple, it's been hiding in plain sight. It comes down to two specific vitamins taken at a very specific time. And get this, when you provide your body with these two vitamins right before bed, you unlock its natural anabolic window. You literally command your body to repair connective tissue and rebuild stronger muscle all while you sleep. I'm Dr. William Lee, a physician with over 25 years of experience specializing in age-related muscle loss and senior nutrition therapy. I've personally guided thousands of patients out of this frustrating cycle. So, if you're tired of feeling like your progress is stalled or that soreness is holding you back, you need to hear this. If any of that sounds familiar, do me a favor and let me know in the comments where you're watching from. And be sure to hit that like button and subscribe, because you are not going to want to miss the simple solution I'm about to share. All right, let's get right into the foundational science of this. We'll start with the first and most important concept: understanding why sleep is truly your golden window for recovery. Number one, the scientific foundation: why sleep is your golden window. Most of us were taught to believe that muscle growth happens in the gym right when we're lifting that weight or pushing through that last bit of effort. It feels like that's when the magic is happening. But in my 25 years of practice, one of the biggest shifts I see in my patients is when they finally understand that this is a misconception, a very common one. The gym, or any form of exercise, is where you create the signal for growth. Think of it like a demolition crew on a construction site. You're breaking down old muscle fibers, creating tiny microscopic tears. This process sounds destructive, but it's actually a message. A very clear message you're sending to your body that says, I need to be stronger to handle this stress next time. But the demolition crew doesn't build the new building. The real construction, the actual rebuilding and strengthening, happens long after you've left the gym. It happens when you rest. And most powerfully, it happens when you are in a deep restorative sleep. This is what we in the medical community call the anabolic window. Anabolic simply means to build up. At night, your body's entire chemistry shifts. It's a beautiful, natural rhythm. The stress hormone, cortisol, which is high during the day to keep you alert and is very catabolic, meaning it breaks things down, finally begins to drop. In its place, your body starts to secrete precious recovery hormones, like human growth hormone. Your testosterone regulation optimizes. This is your body's prime time for repair. During these crucial hours of deep sleep, your system goes to work, sending a flood of nutrients and building blocks directly to those tired muscle fibers. It repairs those micro tears, and it doesn't just patch them up. It rebuilds them thicker, stronger, and more resilient than before. This is where real progress is made, not in the gym, but in your bed. So here is the critical point. If you go into this golden window without the right tools, without the necessary raw materials on hand, you're asking your body's construction crew to build a skyscraper without any bricks or mortar. They have the blueprints, they have the time, but they lack the supplies. This is precisely what happens every single night that your body isn't properly fueled for recovery. You're leaving your hard-earned gains on the table, and you wake up feeling the effects of the breakdown, but without the full benefits of the buildup. Next, let's talk about the first of our two powerhouse vitamins. This is the one that often surprises people. Number two, introducing vitamin D, the hormone in disguise. When I say vitamin D, what comes to mind? For most people, it's sunshine, strong bones, maybe the immune system. And all of that is true. But what is critically overlooked, especially in the conversation about muscle health and aging, is that vitamin D functions much more like a hormone than a simple vitamin. A very powerful one. It is a key that unlocks some of the most fundamental processes for maintaining and building muscle tissue. Its role goes far beyond bone density. You see, vitamin D plays a direct, hands-on role in muscle protein synthesis. That's the scientific term for your body's ability to take the protein you eat and actually use it to repair and build new muscle fibers. Without adequate vitamin D, this entire process becomes sluggish and inefficient. You can eat all the chicken and eggs you want, but if your body can't effectively synthesize them into new muscle, your efforts will be frustratingly slow. It also directly influences muscle strength and even helps regulate healthy testosterone levels, which are vital for both men and women in maintaining lean body mass as we age. So why on earth would taking it at night make such a profound difference? It all comes back to that golden anabolic window of sleep. When you take vitamin D in the evening, you are preloading your system with a master regulator right before the main repair cycle begins. While you sleep, your body is working hard to absorb crucial minerals like calcium and phosphorus. These aren't just for bones. They are absolutely essential for proper muscle contraction and function. Vitamin D acts like a traffic cop, directing these minerals where they need to go for optimal repair. More importantly, it influences the very genes inside your muscle cells that are responsible for growth. It's like having a supervisor on the construction site, ensuring the work is done efficiently and correctly. Taking it in the morning is fine, but the vitamin is often utilized for other daytime functions. At night, it can focus entirely on the task at hand, rebuilding you. Now, here's the reality check. Vitamin D deficiency is rampant. It's one of the most common deficiencies I see in my older patients. Even if you live in sunny Florida or California, think about your lifestyle. We spend more time indoors. We wisely wear sunscreen to protect our skin. If you live in a state with long winters, your exposure is limited for months. And for those with darker skin tones, the natural melanin that protects your skin also reduces vitamin D production. The result is that a huge portion of the population isn't getting nearly enough. This isn't just a minor issue. It directly sabotages your ability to recover and feel strong. Now, for the second, equally important part of this equation, number 3, introducing vitamin C, the foundation of repair. Just like vitamin D, vitamin C has a reputation that doesn't tell the whole story. We all reach for it when we feel a cold coming on. We think of it as the immune-boosting vitamin found in oranges and citrus fruits. And while it is a fantastic immune supporter, which we'll discuss later, its most profound role in your physical recovery is structural. I like to call it the foundational vitamin because it is absolutely required for one of the most important processes in your body, collagen synthesis. Think of collagen as the glue, the scaffolding, the very matrix that holds you together. It's the primary protein in your connective tissues. We're talking about your tendons, which connect muscle to bone, and your ligaments, which connect bone to bone. Every single time you exercise, whether you're lifting a weight, going for a brisk walk, or even gardening, you're not just stressing the muscle fibers themselves. You are also putting stress on this entire supportive network of connective tissue. Without adequate collagen repair, what happens? That's when you get stiffness. You get that deep, nagging joint pain. Your risk of injury goes way up because the supportive structure is weakened. Vitamin C is the non-negotiable ingredient your body needs to produce and rebuild strong, flexible collagen fibers. By taking it at night, you give your body a fresh supply of this crucial material to repair that scaffolding while you sleep. This means you wake up with joints that feel more lubricated and muscles that feel supported, not just patched up. But that's only half of its job. Vitamin C is also one of the most powerful antioxidants your body has. After any physical exertion, your muscles are flooded with metabolic waste products called free radicals. This leads to oxidative stress, which is a major driver of inflammation and that lingering next day soreness. If this inflammation and oxidative stress are left unchecked overnight, your body spends its precious energy trying to clean up the mess instead of focusing on pure rebuilding. You wake up feeling sluggish, sore, and behind schedule. Taking vitamin C before bed is like sending in a highly efficient cleanup crew right after the demolition phase. It neutralizes those free radicals, puts out the inflammatory fire, and clears the path for your body to focus 100% of its energy on pure, uninterrupted recovery and growth. This is where the real magic happens, when these two vitamins are brought together. Number 4, the synergistic power, how vitamin D and C work together. In nutrition, we often see a powerful effect called synergy. It's the idea that when two compounds work together, The result is far greater than the sum of their individual parts. It's not 1 plus 1 equals 2. It's 1 plus 1 equals 3 or even 4. This is precisely what happens when you combine vitamin D and vitamin C in your nightly routine. They perform two distinct but perfectly complementary jobs that create the ultimate environment for overnight recovery. Think about our construction site analogy one more time. Vitamin D is working at the cellular level. It's like the architect and the site foreman overseeing the process of protein synthesis to build stronger, denser muscle fibers. It's focused on the bricks themselves. It ensures the core components of the muscle are being built correctly and efficiently. Vitamin C, on the other hand, is working at the structural level. It's the structural engineer responsible for the mortar, the steel beams, and the scaffolding that support and protect those bricks. It's rebuilding the collagen in your tendons and connective tissues, ensuring that the entire structure is sound, flexible, and resilient. At the same time, it's also the overnight cleanup crew, sweeping away the inflammatory debris and oxidative stress that would otherwise slow down the whole project. So, you see, one is building the engine, and the other is maintaining the chassis and clearing the road ahead. You need both for the vehicle to run smoothly and powerfully. This synergistic approach is what makes this combination so much more effective than relying on a single supplement like magnesium alone. Let me be clear, magnesium is a wonderful mineral. It plays a role in hundreds of bodily functions, including muscle relaxation and calming the nervous system. It can certainly help you fall asleep, but its role in recovery largely stops there. It helps you relax, but it doesn't actively participate in the heavy lifting of rebuilding torn muscle fibers or synthesizing new collagen. Vitamin D and vitamin C are the ones that actually do the work. They are the active agents of repair while you are in that deep, restful state. Imagine this picture. You finish a day of working in the yard. Your back is aching. Your legs are tired. Normally, you'd expect to wake up stiff and sore. But instead, you take your vitamin D and vitamin C. You go to sleep. Overnight, the foreman, vitamin D, gets to work building stronger muscle fibers while the engineer, vitamin C, repairs your connective tissues and clears out all the inflammation. You wake up and the difference is palpable. Not only are you less sore, but you feel stronger, more refreshed, and genuinely ready for the day ahead. That is the power of synergy. This leads us to the most crucial and often most ignored part of the puzzle. Number 5, the core secret: timing is everything. In our modern world, we're obsessed with what to take, what supplement, what food, what pill, but we almost completely ignore the equally important question of when. Your body is not a static machine. It's a dynamic organism that operates on powerful internal rhythms and cycles. Understanding these rhythms is the difference between a supplement that just passes through your system and one that transforms your recovery. Your body operates in two primary states over a 24-hour period. During the day, you are generally in what's called a catabolic state. Catabolism means breaking down. Your body is mobilizing energy, breaking down stored fuels, and priming you for activity, movement, and stress. It's your go mode. Nighttime, however, is the complete opposite. As you wind down, your body shifts into an anabolic state. Anabolism means building up. This is your body's dedicated time for repair, restoration, and growth. This entire daily cycle is governed by what are known as circadian rhythms. It's your body's internal 24-hour clock. It doesn't just control your sleep-wake cycle. It dictates your hormone release, your digestive function, your body temperature, and even your immune response. Everything is timed. When you take supplements, their effect is profoundly influenced by where you are in this cycle. If you take vitamin D and C in the morning, you're introducing them into a body that is in a catabolic state, one that is preparing to break things down for daytime energy. The vitamins will still provide benefits, of course, but their primary recovery-focused roles get diluted by the body's daytime agenda. However, when you take them before bed, you are delivering these powerful tools right to the doorstep of the anabolic window. You are supplying the construction materials at the precise moment the building crew is clocking in for their shift. You are working with your body's natural rhythm, not against it. It's like paddling a canoe with the current instead of struggling against it. The effect is multiplied. There's even a digestive advantage. As you sleep, your digestion naturally slows, which can actually improve the absorption of certain nutrients, especially fat-soluble vitamins like vitamin D. Taking it with a small evening meal or a glass of milk that contains some fat can enhance its absorption, allowing it to be utilized efficiently throughout the night. This timing secret is rooted in the fundamental biology of how our bodies work. It's about being strategic and giving your body what it needs exactly when it's best equipped to use it for repair. And finally, there's one more profound benefit that most people never connect to their muscle health. Number 6, the hidden benefit, a resilient immune system for uninterrupted training. When we think about making progress, whether it's in the gym, in the garden, or just staying active, what is the single most important factor? It's consistency. You cannot build strength or endurance if you are constantly being sidelined. And what is the number one reason for being sidelined? It's not a lack of motivation. It's getting sick. A cold, the flu, or just feeling run down can knock you out for a week or more, completely destroying your momentum. This is where the hidden power of the vitamin D and vitamin C combination truly shines. They are not just muscle builders, they are your frontline immune defenders. And a strong immune system is the foundation upon which all consistent progress is built. Let's use a final analogy. Think of your immune system as your body's national defense force. In this force, vitamin D is the general. It's the master regulator, the switch that controls the entire immune response. It primes your immune cells, tells them when to attack, and just as importantly, when to stand down to prevent excessive inflammation. When vitamin D levels are low, your entire defense system becomes sluggish and disorganized. The response is slow and you're more vulnerable. Vitamin C, on the other hand, is the fuel and weaponry for the soldiers on the front lines, your white blood cells. These cells literally use vitamin C to function, to chase down pathogens, and to protect your system. Without enough vitamin C, your soldiers are tired and ill-equipped. But when you combine the two, you have a well-organized army directed by a smart general with well-equipped soldiers ready for battle. Now, how does this relate to your muscles? Intense physical activity, even something you enjoy like a long walk or a game of tennis, temporarily suppresses your immune system. It creates a short window of vulnerability right after exercise. This is when germs can take hold. By supporting your immune system with vitamin D and C, you are protecting yourself during this critical window. This means you get sick less often. And when you get sick less often, you don't have to miss your activities. You can stay consistent. And consistency is the undisputed king of progress. A strong immune system means your body doesn't have to divert precious energy and resources away from muscle repair to fight off infections. It's a win-win. Your health stays protected and your body is free to focus on getting stronger. So there you have it. What you've just learned isn't simply a tip about 2 vitamins. It's the key to unlocking your body's own powerful natural repair cycle. You now understand how to work with your body, not against it, turning your sleep into a true anabolic powerhouse. That knowledge right there is control. I'm not asking you to change everything all at once. Meaningful change always starts with one simple step. So here is my challenge to you. For the next 30 days, just 30 days, make vitamin D and vitamin C part of your nightly routine. That's it. Keep everything else the same. But pay attention. Notice how your body feels when you wake up in the morning. Notice the difference in your energy, your soreness, and your strength. That is how real transformation begins. And to build a community of people all taking back control of their health, if you feel inspired to take this step with me, I want you to comment with the phrase, "Ready for action," down below. I make a point to read the comments, and it is truly encouraging to see us all on this path together. So please, forget the hype that magnesium is the only answer. Sometimes the most powerful solutions are the simplest ones. And always remember this, you are far more powerful and resilient than you may think. Your journey back to vitality has just begun. Please subscribe to the channel so we can continue this journey together.